That's so funny. Oh, hey, we are live. Welcome in, everybody.
Oh my gosh. He almost just tipped his Pepsi all over everything.
Almost over everything.
Wow.
But I
didn't even know we had gone live.
Whatever. Oh, jeez. Man, we're off to a razzing
Really
start
great
here.
start,
Great start, everybody.
Woo.
Woo. Anyway.
Walter's here.
Walter is here. We'll get to that in a minute. Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of Disanity. It is News and Notes Week. So we've got a lot to talk about tonight. We're going to do something really, really fun. We're going to talk a little bit about everything that's been, of course, going on this week with Disney and all the reservation system and the pros and the cons and the likes and the dislikes. And
Glad Walter's here.
yeah, I'm sure I have plenty to say. And we're also going to talk about what our itinerary are. We have some reservations we've made. We're going to talk about where we're going to stay, what the parks we got, when we're going to be. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have a good time with it. But before we do that, let's do a little bit of mousekeeping. Of course, Dean over at The Live Place, theliveplace.com, family-friendly streams throughout the week. Be sure to check out Dean. I'm sure everybody in here knows who he is by now. He is the TV guide of live streamers for sure. Of course, our two partner channels, Steve's World and Disney Dan. Oh, I'm out of breath already. Check those guys out. Steve live on Mondays with just, look, Melissa's giving up already.
Now you have the light to it. Makes me just, I forgot how you had it the other day.
There we go. That's good, actually, like that. It makes it much brighter. That's good.
Yeah,
Steve goes live on Monday nights with Just Another Monday Night.
Shadowy.
He goes live on Wednesdays with Disanity, Saturdays with me. And Dan goes live on Sundays with me with the Disney movie review, Saturdays with Disney Fiasco. I think season 2 of Nuts About Disney with him and Gonzo starts Thursday. Be sure to check that out. And, of course, his Disney Food Fridays. Wow, that's a lot.
What movie are you guys doing this summer?
We are doing Bambi, so we're going to need someone for a special guest.
Depressing.
We do have, of course, our P.O. Box. That's our new P.O. Box. So if anyone wants to send us magic mail, we'd love to get it. Of course, we love to get some fun stuff whenever.
It's not new. We don't want you to think it's the one we got since we've been in Florida. So if you have a Florida one, it's the same.
Yep, and thank you to all of our members. Of course, our members are wonderful. They're very generous, and thank you for your loyalty and your generosity. Let's say hi to everybody in the chat because we have a lot of people here. Big Disney fans first in. James Ryan, one of our members. James, good to see you, buddy. There's Walter. Walter's here as usual. Welcome to the happiest stream on earth. I wish. It's Joey's World's in the house. Joey's World, good to see you guys as well. Who else is here? G. Wilson's in the house. Hey. Caitlin, Make It Blue, a Disney Adventure, another one of our members. Caitlin, good to see you. Alex Brunner. Hey, Alex, good to see you, buddy. Alex Brunner's here. Detroit Disney Duo. Hey, good to see you guys. Haven't seen you in a while. Sean, good to see you. It just jumped on me. Can you believe that?
I saw it jump.
Let's see who else is here. We missed Nathan Rita. Hey, Nathan? Captain Akron 27. Carlos Disney World Freak, another one of our members is here. And we are up to date for now. Andrea Mounts, welcome in. Good to see you. Andrea, good to see you as well. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Great to see everybody. But, go ahead. You going to say something?
No. I know Carlos said he can't stay long. We're glad to have you here as long as you can be. It looks like he is sleepy.
Yeah, buddy. No, we appreciate you stopping in, bud. Thanks for being here, even if it's just for a few minutes. We appreciate it very much.
Brian's here.
Brian is here. What's up, Brian? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. Hope everything's going well in Washington State. There's Cynthia Candy Mom, another one of our members, our first member. And Brian is also one of our members. Brian, I got to make sure I shout you out, buddy. Good to see everybody here.
Carlos has to get up at 3:30.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how he does it.
Oh, no, thank you.
So, of course, everybody knows that this is the week that Disney finally started to open up the reservations.
You can call it that.
I don't even know how to word it. It's just been a different week for sure. But we were able to land a few things. But even we had limitations as to what we could do, which I thought was kind of interesting. The whole reservation system to me, and in the chat, please, chime in because you might be able to give light and some guidance to a lot of us who aren't sure. Nathan, we said hi to you, buddy.
Yeah,
how are you?
We
did. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Did you get my email? I did, Caitlin. I got it. Thank you. Yes, I have it.
Tell me so.
No.
I've been bugging him like, did you get Caitlin's address yet?
Yes, we do have it.
Yeah.
But, this is the week that they announced finally that they were going to start releasing. Of course, they did it on Monday to a lot of frenzy and a lot of chaos and a lot of
frustration,
and disappointment. Yeah, that's probably some good words for sure.
And I've said that synonymously.
Yep.
So,
Amy.
Ron. Hey, Amy.
Amy, welcome in. Good to see you. Donna, one of our members.
Donna.
Great to see you, dear. Hope you're doing well. And welcome in Ron and Meredith from the DePhilly Crew, another one of our members. Good to see you as well. I love that Walt shaved and he still grooms his beard. I know, I still do this.
Well, it's like me. I'm always
it's habit. I just do this all the because, like, I'll let it grow out, and you get used to doing this because you're touching it because it's growing out and it feels terrible, and you're like, oh my gosh, should I shave? And then I just get into the habit of doing it, and then when I finally stop doing it is when it'll grow back, and then I'll start it again. So crazy. John Hazelton, what's up, John? Good to see you, buddy. Bill Steffen is here from Kentucky. Bill, good to see you. James says, I think it's simply amazing. I think it's simply amazing. Every time you appear in chat, I smile and feel like the world. Oh, Donna, yes, that's true.
So
I agree.
Sweet and very true. Jackie
RVing to Disney. What's up, Jackie? Good to see you. Yay. Hi, Mouse Talk and Melissa. Not Walt. I'm Mouse Talk.
You're Mouse Talk. You are synonymous with Mouse Talk. I mean, you're one and the same. Yeah. It's your baby, so. I think that's how I look at it.
I don't know that everybody else sees it that way, though.
Of course they do.
No, not at all. But so we were able to make some reservations. We actually have reservations for 2 resorts. We have a total of 3 reservations right now. We have reservations for 2 resorts that we've never stayed at before. So we're really excited. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, yeah. Nope.
I was hoping you were going to elaborate on that a little bit.
No, but we actually are staying one night.
Don't say it yet.
Oh.
I'm
going
to share the screen, and then this is our first place we're going to stay. We're going to stay right here.
Staying right there?
Yeah, right there. That's our room. That's our room right there. Right here. That's our room.
We were going to hover over the boardwalk.
No, we're going to hover. But we are. We're staying at the boardwalk. Noah's in the house. What's up, Noah? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. Stacy Rogers, the Sunshine Nation Invasion.
Yay! Walt's been singing
the preamble.
Yes.
I like the preamble. It's one of my favorites of the Schoolhouse Rock. It probably is my favorite.
Awesome topic on his stream.
Yeah,
Top
he did.
Schoolhouse Rock
I like
compilations.
Schoolhouse Rocks.
And Walt loves them, so he was playing them for the last 10 minutes.
No. Charlie and Stacy, the Disney Nerd Herders. Welcome in, guys. Happy birthday to Sophie. Hope you have a great day. And yes, we are staying at the boardwalk finally. Now, we're only staying one night. We're staying July 3rd to the 4th, but I'm kind of excited. What about you?
I'm really excited. This is one of the ones I've wanted to stay at for a while. So it's too bad it's just one night, but it's just, the parks aren't open yet anyway. I really like the boardwalk. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things we like about it. I think it's perfect for a short stay. So I'm excited. And we have our friends Angela and Jeff. Diz Our Dream that are going to be down at Disney the same weekend. And Angela's actually actively on the phone as we speak with DVC trying to get dining reservations set up for us. She is so sweet. She's like, well, I'm already on hold. I might as well check for that date too. So fingers crossed, because a lot of those you have to do over the phone and you can't even do online right now. So yeah, crazy times.
Yep. Carlos says, did your son get his issues fixed? No.
Not that we know of. Walter, can you reiterate?
Walter's in the chat, but I don't think he did, because if he did, he would have told me he got them fixed. So no, he's still not able to, for some reason, get those days. And what's really weird is when he goes in, it says that that those days aren't available. But when I go in, they say they're available. Does that make sense?
No. And that's right, because we need to say happy birthday to Jim also.
Yes, Jim, more sunshine, please.
His birthday is what, tomorrow?
I think so. Jim?
After Sophie?
I think so.
I don't know if you're here. Walter's having issues. 7 out of his 10-day stay is saying there's nothing available. But when we go in under our own account,
it says it's available.
It says there are availability on the days where they're telling him there's no availability. He's been trying to get through on the phone. Walter, are you still having the issue when you call the numbers, like it's not even ringing? Like
Diz Our Dream. There they are.
Hey, guys.
Angela and Jeff were just calling
thanking you for your tedious work being on hold.
Yep. Laura's here as well. Laura B, welcome in. Good to see you.
Trying to get dining reservations.
Carlos said my cousin had the same issue. It had something to do with her passes. Well, then we need to get Walter in, because Walter, I would say keep trying to call, buddy. Jim, more sunshine, please. Welcome in, buddy.
Jim.
Good to see you. Because it might have
Happy
something.
birthday.
It might have something to do with the passes.
Wow.
Ultimately, that's what I'm thinking. Is it may have something to do with those passes.
Carlos, do you know if it had to do with something not being linked properly, or just
Yeah,
do
I'm
you know
curious.
what particular? If you can give us any kind of feedback as to what I don't know, was it something they had to literally call to get fixed, or was there something with the app? Just curious. So Walter's saying the phone doesn't even ring when he calls it. Did somebody else maybe give a number they've been able to get through on? Maybe we're doing something wrong. So any tips you can give us would be helpful.
They're working on it still. I called twice today. Don't give up. Okay, so there you go, Walter. So don't give up. Let them know. Keep calling. Keep trying to get through. 41 watching. Holy macaroni. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you all for being here.
Hi, Emily.
Be sure to hit that like button. We got 41 watching with only 28 likes, everybody. That's 28 great. What are you laughing at?
I thought it just sounded funny.
What is wrong? She's not even drinking today. 41 likes. Let's see if we can get 41 for 41 is what I'm looking for. Who'd you say hi to?
You just make it sound like I drink every day. I really?
I know.
If you saw her Instagram and stuff, the drinks
She's
we
a
got
drinker.
the other night were the only drinks I've probably had like all year.
No, I know. Emily LSU mom, welcome in. Melissa's.
I'm always sweet. 12
she's
sheets to the wind.
She's a drinker.
I don't need to drink.
Call
I'm
Walter.
silly
Call.
enough as
Call
it is.
Walter. Call. There you go. That's exactly right. He's going to keep trying. Yeah, don't give up for sure. Don't ever give up.
Just keep swimming.
I had to call. I used the pass holder line. They are using codes, and if they miscoded him, they need to do it over the phone. So there you go, Walt. So that could be it too. Michelle the Quilter, welcome in. Jonathan Chong, welcome in. Now we got tons of people in here. Thank you all for being here. Look, John says you're a drinker.
Duck drink.
Look, there you go.
Thanks, John.
There you go, Walter. 407-939-4357.
Right.
Try that number.
And go.
And go. Get that lady a duck drink. T-Town, Mary Helen, welcome in. Good to see you.
Too.
And Simba, too. Welcome in. I think there's some hair missing from your face, Walt. Yeah, just a little bit. Pam's fam, welcome in. Pam, welcome in. Wow, we got 43 watching. If we ever get to 50 watching at one time, I'll ride, and I'll just leave it right there.
Laura said they got a $33 credit for them getting their park hopping credit back for four 10-day tickets. Total saved. Something's not right, I'd say.
Call 1-800-CALL-CHEF. He can fix anything. There you go.
He thinks he can.
He thinks he can. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure he can fix a lot of things. I don't know if he can fix that.
Oh, Carlos said he messaged me on Facebook.
Oh, cool.
Thank you.
So, yes, we are going to be staying at the boardwalk. We've never stayed there before. And what's even best is we're going to live stream it when we're there. 2 o'clock that Friday the 3rd, if you can make it. What are you laughing at?
And he said 2 o'clock. I'm thinking 2 a.m. I'm like, I won't be up.
See? 2 p.m. for Melissa.
Today.
Share the stream, everyone. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, let's get 50 watching. She's 4:45. I don't think we've ever had 50 in here.
Yes, we have.
Have we?
I think we've topped out at like 70 some.
When?
A long time ago.
In a galaxy far, far away, maybe. Laura says, been trying all day to call so guest services can fix it.
Nice.
Yep, I believe it. It's been
Exhausting.
It's a crazy time right now. I don't know if they were prepared for what's going on. 47 watching. Good
Although
Lord.
I feel bad for the Disney staff. Obviously, they can't control, the technology and everything else. I feel really bad for the cast members that are having to answer these calls because I can only.
I don't. I do that every day for my life.
No,
So do
I
you.
do too. But when it's something like that that's
For
so
Melissa.
extreme. But when it's something this extreme, and you're probably going to get people that have been trying to call that immediately they're going to take their frustration. I mean, we get occasional, throughout the day, or maybe even if we're lucky, maybe it's only a couple times a week when you get someone who calls and they're ready to just start on you. I'm sure they have people starting on them the minute they pick up the phone. And that's got to be the most awful position to be in, because I know I would probably be in tears like the whole day. I'm just, that person.
Yeah. G also says, only been to Boardwalk one time, and it was to go to the character breakfast, which is the Bon Voyage breakfast at Trattoria Al Forno.
That's awesome.
Which is awesome. We've done it. So, G. Wilson, we're right there with you.
Yeah, we haven't had dinner, though. Caitlin says the dinner there is really good, too.
Well, you ride it at 50. I didn't say what I'd ride. I just said if we get to 50, and then maybe I'd finish that sentence. Go and eat at Trattoria Al Forno at the Boardwalk for dinner. A cast member hidden gem that you... We'll have to try that. We haven't tried it for dinner yet.
No, but the breakfast experience was great.
49 watching. Oh, I didn't say what I would ride.
Right.
But when we're staying at the boardwalk, it's July 3rd. So it's before everything opens up. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a live stream that afternoon. I'm going to do a big review. Well, Melissa and I are going to do a review of the resort, go around. We'll show you the room. We'll see if maybe we can talk to them. Maybe they'll get us into a bigger room. We can kind of do some room tours. I'm going to talk to some people and see what we can do. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be interesting to be there when there's hardly anybody there.
I know. We've seen some vlogs from some other, vloggers being at the hotels, and they're so empty. It's really almost eerie. So we'll see.
Yep. So it's going to be interesting. Did we make it? Nope. 46.
Oh, it's dropping.
On the cast members I had spoken to yesterday, we were laughing and joking. I told them at the end of my call, the force be with you in the rest of the week.
But that's good. But there's a lot of people that aren't going to be like you, Laura. So God bless you for being kind, and and everybody really needs to be patient. And we can express our frustration here. We're kind of a Disney family. I think it's a good way to get things out. But in no way, shape, or form would I call up and start yelling at a cast member because of this. I'd just be like, help, But I know a lot of people. We've heard stories. I mean, Kelly, who happens to work for DVC, has told us some real amazing stories. Hey, Rachel, how are you?
Hey, Rachel loves Disney. Rachel, welcome in. Good to see you.
Picture, Rachel. I haven't sent you a Camden picture recently.
Yeah, we'll send you one. 50. I didn't see 50, Jim. No. I only see 49. 50, maybe it's time for Walt to do the Skyliner. Yeah, well, maybe. We'll see. 48. Oh, no, it's down to 48. Did it hit 50? I never saw it hit 50. Nope. I never saw it hit 50.
Nope.
I don't know.
It didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. I don't see it. I don't see 50. I see 46 at this point. I do. It says 46 right there. 46 watching.
That's funny. But what's...
I don't know what that is up there. John says it hit 50. I didn't see it. I don't remember. I saw it hit 50. Emily says she saw it. All right, so I believe it.
Didn't happen.
That's right. You have to see it for it to happen. I'm just kidding.
We're the most oblivious people we know.
No, I don't see nope, anything. It's
at 46 again.
See, I told you it was never hit 50.
Everybody's logging into their second and third
exactly.
accounts.
James says, I'll meet you at Tower of Terror just after rope drop and coach you along. Thanks, James. I appreciate that.
I'll hide you.
I saw it a little bit ago. It's funny. You guys are so funny. You can message me anytime if you want. Cast member college program too. For sure. Thank you. I appreciate it. Say I will ride Tower of Terror again. I'll get you 50.
50 what?
50 what?
Dollars?
Yeah, 50 cents. 50 push-ups. What does that mean? But I'm excited for the. It's just 24 hours. It's going to be the 3rd to the 4th, but we'll spend all day there, and it'll be really our first time we've ever really just stayed at a resort.
That's true. To stay and enjoy it. Maybe even go in the pool. I can't remember the last time. I think our kids were like little when we went to a pool and at a resort at Disney, because we're always go. So that's the advantage of living down here too. We can take in those experiences, take our time perusing the resort, what it has to offer, the sights. So I actually am very much looking forward to it. It'll actually be a vacation day, unlike our normal Disney experiences. So I can't wait.
Yeah, keep watching it. Walt is going to hit it again. I still see 48. That's so funny. You guys are so funny. But thank you for trying to get us there.
I love you guys.
And we got 43 likes. So we got to get 50 for 50. Laura says, thinking about all the negative you see in chats on Facebook, people have been horrific. CMs, they need the love and laughter right now. Well, the thing about it is look, social media can be such it's an outlet for people to be mean in a lot of ways. And a lot of it is because they're hiding behind a computer. They're at home. They're safe. They know that nobody can get to them. Nobody can. I never believe in that. I always say, if I'm going to say something on here, it's the same thing I'm going to say if I'm standing right next to you. Yeah. It's that simple. And to me, to hide behind a computer and say some of the terrible, rotten things that people say, it's too bad. But I don't want to get on negative like that. But you're right about that. A lot of times. And on the phone, too. It's like, you're saying it on the phone. Eric Newman, welcome in, Eric. Welcome in, buddy. I appreciate that.
And people are more apt to always post the negative. You're getting negative reviews, negative comments, and it's so much more rare to get positive feedback. Like when you look up things online, you know, I try to make the effort when I can to shout out good things and put good things because people need to hear
It's
that.
true. Jim says there's got to be at least 50 watching. I have 12 devices screaming mouth talk over here. Well, that's kind of sad, Jim. There's really not that many people watching. No, I'm just kidding. Cast members are saints in my book. Well, they're definitely patient people, and they have to be. Anybody that's in the customer service business totally understands it.
And Jim, you had Walt in here singing 10 minutes before a stream, singing all Schoolhouse Rock, like at the top of his voice.
I love this community, especially in Mouse Talkers. Oh, thank you, John. That means the world to us, buddy. Remember, the cast members were getting operational instructions the day they went on. That is tough. That is tough. Trust me. Alex, I agree. It's important. It's important to post positive things. What I'll say is this. I'm one of these people that I'll post everything positive, but if you give me something to talk about that's not so positive, I will still talk about it. I hold Disney to a very high standard. I just do. Maybe even more than Melissa does. I just hold them to an.
But it's one thing to comment about Disney as a, company, but to take something out on an individual person that works there, if they haven't done anything to you, I don't agree with. I think that's the point.
Oh, yeah.
Make. No, right. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying, Disney isn't really handling this correctly, or Disney as a whole, or they need to improve. Do you want to dwell on it? No, but that's part of what our forum is about.
Right. Yeah. So. Tori Camelo, welcome in. Good to see you. Rachel said 46 watts. No, it's not their fault. You're right. I'm always nice to treat them. My thing is this. Working in the business as customer service people ourselves, we deal on the phones all day long. We get it. Yeah. We don't want to be yelled at first thing especially if it's not my fault, and I'm there to help you. So, yeah, you're right. And a lot of times people they want someone to lash out at, so they're going to pick the first person they talk to. Unfortunately. And that's the thing in my opinion. Cast members will help anyone with their questions about the Disney. Yeah. Oh, of course they will. Yeah, that's what they get paid to do. They should.
They're usually good at it.
Yeah, they're really good at it.
There's some people that excel at their job in Disney and just go above and beyond, go out of their way. I mean, we had a fabulous experience at Boathouse this past weekend at Disney Springs.
They keep saying 50. Here it is. I see it.
He sees it now.
I see 50. Yay. We did hit 50. You guys were right. Look at that.
Server, I don't know if Boathouse is Disney, but
52. Holy macaroni. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to interrupt.
No, I interrupt you.
I'm going to ride on the Skyliner for that. How's that? 50 something watching. Wow, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. That's fantastic. Nobody ever yells at the cook, only the waiter. Did it, Jane? Bill says he did it. That's so funny. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You were saying about the lady at the boathouse.
No. Hi, Ed and Mindy. Welcome in. The Buy Free Project is
Are they here? Oh, they are here. Hey, Ed and Mindy. And they follow us at 9 o'clock. Be sure to check them out right after you're done here. Buy Free Project. Great people. Awesome. You guys are going to have fun for sure. 52 in here. That's awesome. Guys. I can't remember the last time we had over 50 people in here. So thank you all so much. I think they were expecting me to say something else. I'm never going to put my foot in my mouth again. So the next place we're staying. So we're staying there from July 3rd to the 4th. And then we're going back. We actually got park reservations for the 11th and the 12th. The 11th, we're going to Magic Kingdom. And then the 12th, we're going to go to Animal Kingdom. And we're going to...
Which is the only choices.
Right, which is the only two choices we have. Downscale's in the house. Hey, Downscale. Thank you for that.
Oh, thank you.
Lori French, welcome in as well.
Hey, Lori.
Lori, thank you for being here. Downscale.
So nice to us, Downscale.
The $2 super chat, he goes, am I late? I think I'm late. Well, thank you for that, buddy.
Just fashionably late.
That is, wow, 50 people watching. Thank you all for being here. But when we are there on the 11th and the 12th, we're staying at another place we've never stayed at before. Yeah. We're going to stay at Old Key West. Yeah. We have never stayed here. I'm really excited for this one. I know Melissa is as well.
I know it's the oldest one, the original one, but I think it's nice. I still enjoy it very much. I think I like the setup. We're only staying at a studio. I'm actually more excited down the road to stay at one of their 1 or 2 bedroom villas.
Yeah, they look really nice.
I actually really like the setup.
Yes.
I like that they're different than all of the other DVCs. All the other DVCs
very cookie cutter.
Cookie cutter. They're all the same, different decor, of course. But I like that the first and original is actually different, and it's almost like a little house in a way, or looks like a big nice apartment. So not that the others don't. I don't know. They just have their own unique style, and I like the decks they have outside and things like that with the bigger ones. So I'll be excited to stay in a bigger one at some point. But I still will be anytime we can stay at somewhere new. I'm excited to try it.
Yep. Downscale, I'm going to come back to Tim says, having been in public service, federal employee
I see the
who worked with the public a lot, sometimes it really is hard to stay calm and cool.
Yeah.
Disney CMs have to deal with it. Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. Downscale said that Old Key West is his #1 resort, stays there all the time.
Aw.
We've been.
I think it's nice.
I'm really excited about this one, Downscale, because we've never stayed here. We wanted to stay here for a while now,
Yeah.
and the points are actually
So
very
much
reasonable.
lower here, and I guess it's because they are older, but I think they're great. And Olivia's is a great place to eat.
Yeah, we've been
there.
Oh, it's really nice. I can't wait to stay
The water and
here.
the golf course and everything there is
can't wait.
very pretty.
Yep.
So
Charlie and Stacy, the Disney
Hi,
Nerd Herders,
guys.
welcome in. Happy birthday to Sophie.
Happy
Hope
birthday,
she's having a good
Sophie.
day. Say the DVC value is better. They say it is much better. It's the oldest, the first. You can get really good points and good value at this place. Yep. Let's see. Joey's World says we've stayed there. Walt, the property is huge, but we stayed in a 2-bedroom and it was huge.
See,
I agree.
I agree. It does
I can't wait.
That's exactly what it's like. It's like a condo.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the other ones seem more like a apartment, but these are much more housey feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yep. Downscale says it's highly themed. They had a demo of a remodel that would have turned Old Key West gray and modern, losing that Key West theme.
Oh, good.
Everyone was like, thumbs down. They ditched the idea. I'm glad because the way it does look beautiful, John. I agree because the way it looks now, I love the way it looks.
Me
It's
too.
such a great. It looks like Key West.
Yeah, which we really would love to go to for real. So
Yeah, Detroit
Yes,
Disney Duo.
Sean.
I hope you can join us on next Friday when we go live, or watch our review of the resort when we do the vlog for it.
Yep.
We're excited too. We can't wait to be there. We had to stay at the boardwalk. We had to stay at the boardwalk, but I had to. Oh man, that's too bad.
Sorry, Sean.
Someday we'll stay at the boardwalk. Closest I've been is my stay at the Dolphin. I
That's
love that
nice.
area. I have no issue going down meeting my brother. Oh, I agree.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wait, Laura, I want to stay at the Swan and Dolphin one time too. We've never actually ever even been in that building.
No, we've been
By
by
it.
it.
We've been
We've
by
walked,
it, but
but
we've never been in the
there.
building.
There's some great restaurants there too, from what I understand,
Mhm.
to check out in the
Yep.
Swan and Dolphin. Of course, they're building the whole third. What do they call it?
I don't remember what they're calling the third
I've
tower.
forgotten. Do you guys remember the third tower? I mean, I realize they're
Mhm.
not something you can, they're on Disney property, but they're not really
Mhm.
Disney. And they do their own like food and wine
Mhm.
festival, right?
Yes, they do
That
their own,
actually
which is really cool.
Really looks neat.
Yeah,
We've
it
done a
does.
little bit of research on it, and that's something I would love to experience too.
Mhm. No, I get you, Downscale. I wouldn't,
No.
but I wouldn't want the rooms remodeled.
No.
I like the rooms the way they are.
No, me too. I like the colors. I like the way it's set up. And it's one thing to put in new, but to keep the theming the same and the colors the same and all of that.
James says, press release. Popular YouTube host reveals in 50-plus viewer night and agrees to ride Tower of Terror. Host spouse reports she will enjoy efforts from the gift shop.
That's fantastic. Oh, you're the best, dude.
Detroit Sean
That's
says,
good.
we've stayed at Old Key West, Saratoga, and the Polly's.
Oh, we haven't even done
Good
the
ones.
Poly.
I haven't done the Poly, though.
Nope, but we've done Saratoga, and we'll get to
Yep.
that.
Yep.
But,
We have done Saratoga Springs.
that is great.
So it's okay. I'm not the biggest fan of Saratoga
Oh.
Springs for such a resort.
Oh, thank you, Donna.
The
I guess
oh,
that
that's
makes
right.
sense. The
That's
cove,
right.
Swans, but it should have been another animal, right?
We stay at the Dolphin all the time. The beds are amazingly. I believe it.
I've heard that.
I believe it. So the 11th and the 12th, we'll have, of course, it's the only 2 parks open anyway. But we're going to Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom. Now we could have done 2 at Magic Kingdom, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to make sure that I got both parks in. We got both parks in. So we'll do the one day at Magic Kingdom. We'll get up bright and
Take our
early.
time.
Yeah, and we'll
Enjoy
get up. Yeah, and that's the thing about it is what's going to be really exciting is seeing the Magic Kingdom
Yeah.
as empty as it's going to be. It's going to
I
be
wonder- Might be like an after hours.
it is. It's going to be like after hours type empty.
I'm thinking so.
Downscale says he's been to Wilderness Lodge, Saratoga Springs, and Old Key West mostly. Wilderness Lodge is our home resort. It's my favorite.
Yeah, we love Wilderness Lodge.
It's my absolute favorite. I would take. Someone could say to me, "You want to stay at Wilderness Lodge? You want to stay at the Poly?" I'd probably pick the Wilderness Lodge.
We do want to stay at the Poly.
I do.
Once, though.
You have to go into the Swan and Dolphin at Christmas. Love the resort hopping at Christmas just to see the deck.
If we're even allowed to this year, right?
That's the thing. That's one of the things that worries me
So
with
it
this.
stinks because we were talking about wanting to do that last year. We were literally here for like
Mhm.
I was here 2.5 days, if that, and we were jumping all over the place trying to get
as much as we could
Christmas
in.
tree trail, going to the candlelight
Mhm.
processional, going to the Christmas party. It was crazy. So we were like, oh yeah. Once we found out we were moving here, we're like, we can do all that stuff, and then
Everything shut down. Ray J, welcome in all the way
Ray
from
J.
Indonesia. Ray J, good to see you. Thanks for being here. But I can't wait. I've never been to Oak West. It's one of the ones I've wanted to stay at. Now, for a minute, I almost paused on the 11th to not go to Magic Kingdom on that day because we're going to have pass holder previews before that at the Magic Kingdom. So we'll be at the Magic Kingdom probably before the 11th with one of the pass holder previews. I haven't gotten that email yet. And anybody else that's a pass holder out there, have you gotten the email?
Yeah,
because we haven't gotten it yet. And
you weren't invited.
those dates aren't here yet. So I'm hoping we get that pass holder preview email soon. We've also had some other folks offer to take us for cast member previews. That might happen. I don't want to give any names away. They don't really want us to kind of promote it. It was very nice of them to offer. We may even do that. So I almost didn't do it. Well, we'll see.
Mr. I have 10 times more vacation days than I do.
This year I might not be able to go hopping with that. With what? Well, that's the thing. You're right. Anybody may not be able to do that. And that would really be terrible.
Hi, Derek and Greg.
Derek and Gregory, D&G Explorers. Welcome in, guys. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm so glad we were able to do so much. Yes, you're right. Because ultimately,
if only. Only we knew.
Are we going to be able to do that? James says the Disney site indicates we are getting the pass holder preview email in July. Okay.
Wow. Okay. They're going to be cutting it close.
That's next week.
Probably hoping that, maybe fewer people can set the time to come in so they're not getting bombarded with requests. So they have a method to their madness for sure. So.
Yeah, it is far away. You're right. Oak West is far away, and it is big. But like you said, they have a lot of buses, so that's good.
That's good.
Time will tell. Things may open up more as time goes on.
Yeah, we don't know.
I think Disney has a January 1st open up date, in my opinion. I think that's the day they're looking at. They're going to probably start scratch January 1st. Right after the holidays. I think they're going to really try for the rest of the year to maintain and control the crowds as much as they can. That's why they're not even selling, at this point, they're not even selling additional tickets this year for anybody. My parents and sister are coming down. Melissa's parents and sister are coming down.
Yep.
They can't buy tickets.
Yeah,
they're not selling them.
No idea we would have bought them. We're kicking ourselves because we would have bought them for them if we had known. But
yeah, I really think that they won't open up. I really don't. I think they're going to try to manage this for the rest of the year because to them it's only 6 months. That's like that to Disney. I think that's what they're going to ultimately do is they're going to wait until January of next year when things have really calmed down and they really have a flow of how they want things to be. I really think they're trying to – what's that word when you try to get somebody to do something new? Trying to teach us a new way of dealing with Disney.
Teach an old dog new
Well,
tricks.
kind of like, what's the word? Conform to their new way or something like that. Deidre's here. Hey, Deidre. Welcome in. Good to see you. Well, no, it won't be the same, Derek and Gregory. I agree. It's not. It's not going to be the same. It's going to feel different for a while. But they really want us to, what is that word I'm thinking of? Not
conform?
No, when you.
Acclimate.
Acclimate, right. They want to acclimate us to a new way of thinking when it comes to Disney. They're doing things the way they want us to do moving forward.
They could use COVID as an excuse to change things up and make things, and like where they're clay in the potter's hands, they have to twist us and bend us. And
I think, Laura, they will.
The kiln.
Laura says, you think the Halloween decorations will go up in August? I think they will. I do. I don't think there's any reason not to at least put the decorations up.
Although, you know what? Do they have to do it that early if they're not having a Halloween party? I see what she's saying.
Right.
Maybe they won't put them up till like September.
They might not. They might wait.
Really good question.
Caitlin says, but Disney is going to watch to make sure the cast and guests will stay safe because doctors are weary about a second wave along with flu season. Look, I've said this a million times. There's going to be some sort of increase when you reopen back up. People are connecting. People are interacting more. There's more exposure. So those numbers are going to go up. Plus, they're testing a little bit more, too. It's not an excuse, but it's just fact. It's just, yes, the numbers are going to go up.
Yeah.
Saria's in the house. Saria Myers, another one of our members. Saria, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well. I think they will decorate for Halloween. I think so. I hope
They'll
so.
probably
I hope so for you guys.
Stick with the status quo.
I think so. I hope so. I really do. We're staying at Pop at Christmas. I went over to Pop Century for Christmas this year, and I did some filming over there. It's actually really nice. They have a pretty tree. Art of Animation's tree is actually really pretty, too.
They're all great. All the resorts do such a good job at Christmas time.
Today was a day. Downscale was supposed to be at Bay Lake Tower. I'm sorry. If it's your first time going, I would not go until next year when things hopefully... Yes, 100% agree. Even if it's not your first time going. Walter, I don't know if he's still in here or not. He's seriously thinking about maybe canceling because... you spend a lot of money and you want to do all the experiences or at least have the opportunity to do them.
He's been to Disney several times.
Yeah.
So, we'd still like him to come down.
Yeah, I want to see him.
But, that doesn't mean we can't possibly go to see him.
Right. Which we
just got another email about plane tickets being super low to travel in the fall. So maybe we'll just go up there instead.
We might.
Fair warning, Walter.
We're coming. We're
but
on
he's
our way.
hoping things are going to be fixed. But if not, we'll come invade, our old house.
Yep. Ray Day says at least food and wine is happening. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Downscale, we had to cancel our trip considering everything. Being my first time being at Bay Lake, it's definitely not my first time being at Disney. Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully you'll get us in. Walter, you just need to get through on the phone. It sounds like you need to speak to somebody. Once you speak to somebody, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I really do. But you just got to be diligent with it. Be consistent. If you can hang on there for an hour, I hate to say it, or a couple, you may have to ultimately get to where you need to be so we can get it fixed. Charlie and Stacy say they always knew the numbers were going to go back up. As long as they can manage the emergency numbers, then everything will progress until they have a vaccine or treatment. Right, exactly. Exactly. For people that have been and you want to see how they do things, that's fine, and then we can vlog. Right, exactly. That's what we're going to do. We're going to take these opportunities. Look, I want to ride the ride, see everything, get back into the parks, just walk down Main Street again. But part of it is I want to see how Disney handles it. Are they going to do it a lot of the same ways that Universal's done it? Because I have to be honest with you, I think Universal, for the most part, there's been...
With what they can control, I think they've done a pretty good job. We haven't been to SeaWorld or Legoland or any of those places, but we've been to Universal multiple times. And, we never feel like it's overly crowded. There are areas where it's going to be a little congested. You can never completely social distance in a theme park. But for the most part, they've done a great job at keeping people...
they've done good with it.
And we know,
telling people to put on masks, keeping them distance. They really do a good job. Tina McNeil, welcome in.
And they monitor. Even if you're on a ride where you think you can't be seen, you're seen. Because we were on the train.
And they said, put your mask back on.
And they ended up having to stop the ride partway through because some goofballs in the other car had taken off their masks. And they're like, hey, we see you.
Put your mask on. Yep.
So, of course, then they had to stop and they had to clean out. The thing is, when people do that, they have to skip that, and it causes other people to wait. So keep that in mind because they have to re-sanitize everything all over again. If you even take your mask off, they have to go back into that ride vehicle or that compartment. So they're doing a good job with that. We've seen it happen. It's just unfortunate when other people don't respect the rules.
Gotcha. Downscale, you make a good point. I was actually speaking to somebody today on the phone about that. He says, I can't imagine going to Walt Disney World until after the election. Clearly, all this insanity will disappear after that. It's funny you say that because I said that to somebody at work today. I said, with everything going on, I said, you watch. Once we have a decision made in November, everything will go quiet. Either way, no matter whoever wins, I think ultimately at that point, things will quiet down.
Oh, yeah.
I really do. I sound like a conspiracy theorist, but there's something. It's funny.
To be said.
Supposed to book my trip for college program alumni in January this month, but I think that event is canceled. Well, you never know. Sad. Stay positive. You never know. Magic of the Mouse TV, welcome in. Good to see you.
Magic of the Mouse.
Here in California, we are now mandated to wear masks, so they will be doing that at Disneyland for sure. Yeah, I think we're that same down here now too.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Jackie said, I think it's still going to be a magical experience. I hope so.
Yeah. Anytime you're in Disney and you're watching some other vloggers that have been able to stay at hotels, it's just like just being back in that Disney bubble. It just gives you that feeling, and I think it's a little bit of like, oh, maybe things are getting a little bit back to normal. It's always a happy spot, when you can be back in some place that you love that much.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. Somebody else said something I was going to say. But until then, I think we can just crash at Walt and Melissa's place. There you go. Will, Jackie, it will be different, but you have to go with an open mind. Yeah, it's going to be different. It's definitely going to be different. I'm thinking of going in January. Go, please, move. That's true. That's true too. But so that's our second day, our second kind of little trip. That's 2 nights, isn't it? No, that's 1 night too, isn't it? No, that's 1 night. That's 1 night as well. So the 11th, we're staying the 11th, and we're leaving on the 12th. So that one's also 1 night. But then our final one is to this place. We've already been here. Yeah. But this is going to be 2 nights in September. Now, this is where I think it's really interesting, is we're going to be staying, if it'll come up. Oh,
it's so tiny.
It's Saratoga Springs. I can't. I thought the picture was going to be bigger than that. It's really. Actually, it's the biggest one out there.
Springs is huge, which is one of the disadvantages to Saratoga Springs. But since we're driving,
as long as I can go, I don't care what the rules I have to follow. Right.
So.
Yeah, I think the Christmas lights will be up too. I think this. Look, we've been wearing the mask when we go to Universal. Yeah. It's been difficult.
It has.
It is. It's very difficult. But you're right, Cynthia. Basically, or I think it was who just said it a minute ago. Saria said it. If you want to go, you have to follow the rules. Right. And that's ultimately what we're going to do, you know.
And if you don't want to follow the rules, stay home.
Hey, Kay Atwood's here. Kay, good to see you. She said they set a law that everyone has to wear a mask in the grocery stores. If you don't, if you don't, they're going to fine you. I'm not even going to get into what the law says. But I think I like thumbnails being full screen. Me too, personally. My husband was on the phone with them most of the last night. He was able to get us sorted. Saratoga Springs is our home resort. Very nice, good. Yeah, it is one of those things. I tried calling twice today, and both times I called. It said the same thing. It said circuits are busy.
Oh, wow. They're just getting so many calls.
Which means they're just getting so many calls. I don't think Saratoga Springs looks anything like the place. I know where the actual town is. It's in New York. It's in New York.
Right.
Jenna's SeaWorld with the dolphins being so excited to see people again. I bet the Disney Ducks will be like that. Hey, Rhiannon, welcome in. Good to see you. Everybody say hi to Rhiannon. She's all the way down under in Australia. Good to see you.
Toby.
I love Saratoga Springs. I want to stay there just to go to my cast member home every night. There you go. I'm going to break all the rules and tell them Walt said I didn't have to follow the rules.
And they'll say, Walt who?
Walt Disney.
Walt Disney?
Yep. Oh, Saria, go up there. How about that? Hope everyone is well. All good with Toby and I. Sorry we're late. Nope, you're not late at all.
Never late.
Oh.
You are, what is it? Hobbits are never late. They arrive just on time.
Precisely when we mean to. And that's Gandalf that says that. Fine. Well, get it right. Laura says the Treehouse Villa. Yes.
I would love to stay there.
Would love to stay there. That's like astronomical points, but that's just
They're not as bad as some of the others.
I want to make the mask with filter holes for traveling in parks. At least I can breathe more. Yeah, it's tough.
Trying different ones. I just got one from Vera Bradley. It's the one that I wore in our boathouse review, and that one's been the best so far. The material is more breathable than the other masks that I have.
Who does that? Magic in the Mills. They said I heard that a cast member got spit on today because the cast member questioned someone who didn't have their mask on.
That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Man. That person should be slapped. I mean, like, somebody should just tie them up and spit all over them.
No, they should not. Don't listen to her.
It makes me so, that is so disrespectful and just nasty. It just makes me angry.
What's up, Avery? Welcome in, buddy. Avery, the Cuban American. Good to see you, buddy. That's kind of sad.
That's disgusting.
Well, they should be taken off property, and they should probably be banned and barred for life from Disney at that point. I mean, that's about as far as they need to go with it. That person, you don't get to come back now. That's you just, your poor decision has now cost you. And hopefully that person that got spat on was able to control themselves, because if they didn't, then ultimately they're probably going to lose their job, justified or not. You know how it works with stuff like that.
I would just be so grossed out. I would have been like, I would have been
cast
really
members.
taken
It's
aback.
like people don't understand that those of us in customer service don't make the rules. No, but unfortunately, we have the uncanny job to enforce the rules. Yeah, we don't make them, but the people that make them aren't the ones that have to enforce them.
No, and that's what stinks about being in customer service. And a lot of people don't understand that, or they just react, and you just unfortunately are the one that has to take the brunt.
Yeah, food and wine mask would be awesome, Joey's World. That's a great idea. A food and wine mask?
Oh, I'm sure they'll have them. I'm sure
I
they're
hope
going to
so.
have every different possible mask you could think of.
What's up, Craig's Robotics?
Hey, Craig.
Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Hi, it's
only
Angela back in the room
imagine.
so can hear you guys. Yay! Let us know if you got a reservation. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
I can't with entitled people. I know. Yes, Melissa, we should be able to hit them.
Mm-hmm. Beat them. 20,000 lashes with a wet noodle.
They just need to be banned.
Yeah.
They just need to be banned. Walt, Melissa is more my style. Walt, Melissa's more my style. You're right, but that doesn't mean I gotta like it. No, it's true. Nothing a hip check can't solve. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Melissa knows me. That being said, if that were me, I probably would have.
Yeah, you probably would have. It
wouldn't have been good. I would have been kicked. I would have been banned from Disney as well. Walter, he'll tell you about some experiences at some baseball games.
Oh no!
Anybody ever seen Silver Linings Playbook with the dad that got kicked out of the stadiums because Robert De Niro in that movie because he can't go back to the stadiums because of fighting?
Walt actually requested a new section. Had to request a new section because of people that sat in his section.
We've had some issues.
Baseball season tickets. So I didn't really enjoy going to sporting events with him. I can't even be in the living room with him. If it's an important game and the team that he loves is playing, I try to make plans.
Walter, look. It's just different. The hitchhiking bones welcome in. Good to see you guys. Rising moons. Bright suns. Bright suns.
I used to be glad if I was working my second job. I would prefer to be working than to be home.
Surfer Girl 326, welcome in. Good to see you. Now it's making me sound like I'm a terrible person.
No, but
I don't take
certain things like
I don't take things from people. I don't take you know what from people. I tend to give it back. I'll leave it at that.
Walt is not the fan of a bully.
Yeah.
Walt is very much against bullies.
Right there.
So that's
and they know it too, and I'll be sure to tell them. But anyway, let's move on because this is starting to turn into a terrible stream. Let's stay positive. What's she right? No.
Somebody called her out for faking her disability after talking to a boy with autism. And the entire story, they could hear it, and I was speechless and horrified. How ridiculous and wrong are people?
Well, I'm sorry, Caitlin. Now, you shouldn't have to deal with that, dear. But on a brighter note, let's get back to some positive.
Thanks.
So in September, we are staying at the Saratoga Springs. And the reason for that is because we're using some of our points. And there were certain points we had to use by a certain period of time. And those are the ones we got. I think they should just enter at your own risk sign to let everyone that wants to go, mask or no, or not go.
Free for all.
They could do that. They could do that.
They won't.
My question is, seeing the list of what's opening in Hollywood studios, where are people in July supposed to eat? I don't know, because you're right. I don't know that is Brown Derby open, 50s Primetime, Sci-Fi Dine-In, any of them open?
Well, he's saying that the quick service, right? I mean, that would be things like, is that what he was saying, with quick service or without? I missed.
Well, no, Laura's saying my question is seeing the list of what's
quick
open.
Service
Yeah.
Meals. Well, usually like over on, is that
it's just saying,
Sunset
are
Boulevard?
people supposed to just eat quick service meals? That's what she's saying. Yes.
That's what I asked. I couldn't.
Yeah. She's saying that it doesn't look like any restaurants are open yet. That may change.
But I thought the way she worded it is, where are people supposed to eat quick service meals?
Right, just quick service meals? Are they supposed to, where are people supposed to eat? Just quick service meals?
That's not how I'm reading it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Laura. If I'm
my question is, seeing the list of what's opening in Hollywood studios, where are people supposed to eat in July? Quick service meals? In other words, none of the restaurants are open. Where are they supposed to eat? Just quick service? I think that's what she's saying.
Okay.
Oh, 50s Primetime is open. Okay, well, there's one, but they got to have more than one.
I thought they said Sci-Fi was opening too.
I don't think that the park restaurants are open. See, they got to...
Well, they aren't doing the Disney dining plan, right?
Right, but you can still just eat
I know.
There. Right.
So you are going to basically just eat quick service meals. It's not like you have a dining plan that... Now, are they...
No, but you can go to a restaurant.
No, I realize that.
I'm not following.
But they probably don't care. It's not because they don't have to keep
Laura, you're not confusing us. We're confusing ourselves.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is they're not having to keep things open to make people happy because of their dining plan. So what do they care if they open restaurants?
They released a list of
you
open
see what I'm saying?
eateries today. I have not read it yet. Okay, I'll have to look to see. I know they've talked about a lot of the resorts that are going to have open restaurants, but you're right. They haven't really released anything as to what's going to be open inside the parks for restaurants. Obviously, getting a reservation isn't going to be needed because the parks are going to be empty. So just a walk-up shouldn't be a problem, I would think, in the very beginning.
Hollywood Studios is probably my least favorite park for food anyway. They don't really have a lot of options that I really enjoy.
No, us either. It would be quick service for us too. James says I'd be so happy to. I towed in 2 loaves of bread and a jar of Jif.
I'd be fine with that. That's Walt's favorite snack.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
but
peanut butter
sandwich.
Peter
Pan, which is probably more synonymous with Disney. Mm-hmm. So we'll take a big jar of Peter Pan and a loaf of bread.
They allowed me to cry. Oh, I'm sorry, Kim. That's all. That's it. Thanks. Memory is the first. Memory is the first to go. Yes, that's true. Memory is the first to go. Let's all be fearful of a virus that kills people by the millions at the same rate as lightning.
Sorry. We were just talking about lightning yesterday.
Bring your own food, save money. D&G,
it's very true.
It's very, very true. But I'm really hoping they do actually have restaurants open. They can't have them all shut down. I can't see that happening. I mean, I would be disappointed if I walk in there and Columbia Harbor House isn't open. Now, I know that's kind of quick service and all, but something's got to be open Erie-wise. They can't have it all shut down. Can they?
Said, they've announced certain ones that will be open, and I'm sure depending on the crowd level, things will start. Well, it's been happening that way in Universal too. Mm-hmm. When the park first opened, there were a lot of places food-wise that weren't opening. As we've been going continuous weeks, more and more eateries have opened up.
Right.
So
that's true.
As the crowds increase and demand increases, they open more. So we've seen that firsthand at Universal. There's been at least 3 other restaurants that have opened in the last few weeks, like popular ones that weren't open originally.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's how it's going to be for Disney. They're going to start slow, and then as things progress, I'm sure they're going to open them up. But Disney's a different animal than Universal. They're going to have a lot of people there from the very, very beginning. Like we were there early on with Universal, and there was nobody in the parks. Mm-hmm. Nobody. So, but I think Disney's it's just a different animal.
Plus, I think that was when everything was like the first park to really, big park to really reopen. I think people were afraid. I think they kind of wanted to see what was going to happen, see how things were handled, because I know a couple weeks in, it definitely is a lot busier than it was initially. I still wouldn't consider it busy.
And see, that upsets me because Columbia Harbor House is one of my favorite places to eat. Now, since the last few times I've been to Disney, I've been eating there a lot. I've really enjoyed their food. Their shrimp is great. Their chicken's great. I even had the fish over there. The fish was good. That's too bad. Here's a few of them that are open. So I think that's good. Detroit Disney, Brown Derby, Tony's, Mama Melrose's, Jungle, Skipper Canteen. So some of them will be open for sure.
Okay.
They're capping out at the gate. It's going to be an incredible time to be there. It's going to be so tiny. I know. I agree. Donna says they closed nearly all the restaurants during the hurricane. We were staying there and ended up driving home to get supplies because there was no way.
Wow.
I agree, Donna. I bet. I bet. Is the Harbor House staying down? I guess it is, Saria, from what we're seeing, and that's too bad.
It might just be to start.
I hope so, because I really enjoyed that place. I like their food. We had never tried it for like the first 10 trips. Well, no, 6 trips. I don't remember. It had been a while. Did we? I don't remember, but it had been a while. If we did, we'd only eaten there once, and then all of a sudden we tried it again. And it was awesome. Get in, and they know it's already at 30% capacity. Oh, God, never leave. I know. Let's see here. The conditions for reopening are going to be better populated than any ticketed event. Yeah, it's true.
Probably true.
Addiction Mouse, welcome in. Good to see you. Got here late. Hey, everyone. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Everybody say hi to Addiction Mouse. I tell you, I'm really excited for the crowd levels. It's just going to be interesting. And not only that, it's going to be interesting seeing what it looks like, but for photos and video opportunities are going to be phenomenal. I know they're talking about doing cavalcades for the characters because you can't really have meet and greets, which is going to be kind of neat to see.
I wonder if they're going to do like Universal.
I think so. Where they're just going to pull out. Yep. Mm-hmm.
On a stage, and you kind of take,
Mm-hmm.
you know, selfies from a distance.
Yeah,
or just
I think so.
Pictures.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do, and I'm okay with that.
I have PhotoPass.
I don't know.
I mean,
well, they can't have the people take the pictures.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, I know they talked about. Remember when they were talking about having all those automated cameras? I wonder if now's the time when that actually is better than not having.
They might
the PhotoPass
because
people that have paid again for PhotoPass, you want to be able to have photos.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's true.
That's another questionable area. I know Walter and them paid for PhotoPass. So what are you going to get for it?
Right, that's true. And we have PhotoPass. I mean, I guess
part of our pass holder, so that's not a big deal. We're not paying extra for it.
I guess. Hey, Michael Riley, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you.
Michael.
I think what they could do, they could still do PhotoPass where they take the photo themselves, and then all you got to do is just put your Magic Band, and they can do that real fast.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
but I thought they already said they weren't going to have PhotoPass.
No. They're not going to be able to take your camera in your hand and take the picture on your phone.
I know that. No, I'm talking about the regular people with their cameras, how they used to scan your band.
I think they're still going to do that.
Okay.
I don't think that's going away. They haven't said anything about that going away yet. At least I haven't seen anything. And I don't know. Maybe everybody else. Anybody in the chat, if you know, is PhotoPass not being extended right now? I don't know. Walter says we thought about that too. There are still a lot of photo ops that should be available. I agree.
The ride photos, I know you'll have that. But I hope they'd still have people taking photos in the park. And, you know, even if it's in front of things unlike characters, you only get food and wine, they have the No, that's...
Michael Riley, happy early birthday, buddy.
Either way, they usually have things up and signs up, and you can take pictures with that. So I'm hoping... You can still keep distance from people and get your photos taken.
Magic of the Mouse says we might be neighbors soon. I'm looking at a place on Lake Bryan across I-4 from Disney Springs and another in Reunion by Champions Gate. Very nice. That's awesome. Yes, that would be great. More friends. PhotoPass is available, but they will not be able to handle you. Right. I agree. Hitchhiking Bones, we're waiting to see when they'll offer tickets without a resort reservation. We're hoping to go around. I don't know. I don't know that they are for the rest of this year.
They're saying that anyway, at least for now. But it's
okay, PhotoPass is still happening. So there you go. It is a whole new world. You're right, Rhiannon. Avery said they should have kept the restaurants open, Donna. A lot of people go to Disney when it comes to evacuation because it's a safe place to go. And for those already there on their... I agree. We're waiting to see when they'll offer tickets without a reservation. We're hoping to go around Christmas time. I hope so, but from what we've heard so far, they're not going to offer more tickets for the rest of the year. But we'll see. I don't know. I think ultimately what they might be trying to do is phase out Magic Bands. But I think it's a bad thing for them because they make a lot of money off those bands. People will buy the bands. They'll buy the extra accessories. It's a moneymaker for them.
I would think so. And I love having the Magic Bands. I don't necessarily want to have everything from my phone. I like being able to have it on my wrist, not think about it, and be able to pay, get into my hotel room. Granted, I usually have my phone somewhere on me too, but if I'm just right there, I don't want to have to. I noticed going around Universal, I'm always having to take my little backpack, get my phone out, get my card out.
Yeah, that's a little disheartening. They got to figure out a way.
It's worse than having a phone, at least with the card. If I had to, I'll get a lanyard and keep the card in a lanyard and just have them scan it. But I don't want to have to necessarily have my phone out with me every time I want to make a purchase or get into, I don't know.
Laura, good question. She says, I wonder if anyone who is out of the Disney bubble and of the daily news with updates will just show up at parks upon opening.
I'm sure.
They probably will, but they'll be turned away.
Yeah.
They'll be turned away.
Fortunately, what'll happen. I know there'll be people like, oh, boy, let's go to Disney.
No more complimentary bands, but I think that might be because ultimately maybe they're going to try to phase them out. I don't know. I used to joke to people that I knew a little bit about law, but then I knew everything about Disney. I know nothing. So much to learn. Yeah, it's crazy.
None of us know anything anymore, Rhiannon, and that's the sad part. We thought we did, that's for sure.
The My Disney experience can be done here just as much as they can be done on a band.
That's not it.
So but the phone. So downscale, the My Disney experience can still be done on a phone just like it can be done on the Magic Band. Yeah. So I think that's part of it.
There's a button you can hit on your room reservation where it says unlock door. They started it about a year or so ago. You tap on it, you scan the thing against your door, and it opens it up just like with a Magic Band.
I'd prefer the band too, James. We both would, but maybe, it wouldn't surprise me if they phase them out.
Maybe we're old school. I don't know. Maybe it's the younger generation. I mean, I know we use our phones a lot. It's not like I don't use my cell phone a ton, but
right. And there you go, using phone after checking and opening doors.
For me, it's again distancing yourself from regular everyday life.
Hey, Stacy Rogers, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you, Stacy.
I guess I kind of want to not have to distance myself, so I put my phone away. Unless I'm taking photos, or maybe checking for fast passes, my phone's put away because I don't necessarily. I want to enjoy my time when I'm away, and my phone reminds me of, oh, here's an email about this bill I have to pay, or here's something. Even my work email is attached to my phone. I don't want to look at that.
But see, the thing is, that's just it. See, they're phasing something out is exactly that. It takes phases. They start small. They start with something little, and then they move to the next thing, and then the next thing, and then the next thing. So yes, right now all they're phasing out is the complimentary bands. But then they'll go from complimentary bands to where they'll say, we're not selling any more bands. What you have, you have. When your band dies, you can no longer use it, and we're moving on to something else. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that. That's all.
I don't know, but it could be, again, a money-making thing. They're trying to make every penny they can. So instead of giving free bands, they're like, okay, so now you got to pay, and our minimum band's $10. And you figure you got a family of 5, there's $50 right there. The band probably cost them $1 each to make.
Yes.
So again, it could be them just maybe trying to make up some revenue. Who's to say?
Well, again, it's just a thought. They may not get rid of the bands, but what did we do before we had the My Disney Experience app? We had paper fast passes. There were ways around it. Disney will find, if they want to get rid of the magic bands and phase them out, they will find ways to do it. Just like they found ways to bring up the My Disney Experience. And for the most part, for every one person that doesn't have a smartphone, there are 5,000 that do.
Right.
There are very few people left in this world that do not have smartphones.
Right.
On a grand scale. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, yes, you can say that there are people that don't, but 9.5 out of 10 do.
And it's not enough for them to care.
Yeah, exactly.
And they figured that if it's a family traveling together, if that person doesn't have a smartphone, they're assuming it's probably an older person or a very young person, and they'll have someone else in their party that can do it for them. Right. So it's not going to be enough for it to make a difference to them. Sadly, that's the kind of, we see that with a lot of things. I have a lot of.
See, here's the thing. Detroit Disney do it. They say, I thought about the phone, that too, where they would phase out the bands, but you can't move to all phones because what if your phone goes dead? Well, that's on you.
Yeah.
That's on you. You have to have your phone prepared. That's not Disney's fault. I get what you're saying, and I'm not being combative, but ultimately, if your phone dies, it's because you didn't charge it, or I didn't charge it, or Melissa didn't charge it. So that's on me. That's not Disney's issue. Disney's issue is if they're upfront with you and tell you what's going to happen, then we have to be prepared. Just like everything else. If they say this is what we're going to, just like this whole system that they're doing now, where they're only doing a minimum amount of people in the parks.
They got fuel rod stations. They got charging stations.
Yeah, we have
ways where you can charge your phone. So NFP, not my problem.
Yeah, that's what they'll say.
Sadly.
Yeah, I can't see Disney requiring everyone to have a third-party device as a requirement to enjoy all that Disney offers, expecting everyone to have a $1,000 phone. Well, I just think that there's ways that they'll have you do it. Again, they may not, but
it's just a theory.
It's just a theory. They may not. I come here every Tuesday for the happiest stream on earth and really enjoy being a member here. Oh, thanks, James. I appreciate that, buddy.
I thought he was going to say, but.
I know.
After tonight.
Oh, well, you do not live in East Tennessee. No, I don't, Tim. But for every East Tennessee, there's a New York City, and there's a L.A., and there's a Chicago. And
we're being devil's advocates.
Yeah,
we're not agreeing with them in any way, shape, or form.
No, I'd rather have the Magic Band. I love the Magic Band, personally.
Heck, Walt collects them.
They have them behind us. There they are, right there.
Several. Yeah, we have a whole, we got a whole bunch of them here.
I love them.
We love Magic Bands.
At the end of the year, I
thought it was a great invention, and I'm hoping they don't go anywhere, but we don't get to make the decisions. I feel like anytime we love something, it disappears.
Yeah, me too. No, they may not. No, they don't want to be dependent on other companies. And they may not. They may not, for sure. It's just a new conspiracy to buy chargers. Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Or to buy something else, period.
I still know a lot of people not using smartphones. See, I don't know anybody that doesn't have a smartphone. Anybody. I don't know anybody.
Your parents.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's one. That's right. My mother.
A lot of our older clients that I work with,
they're in their 70s.
Flip phones, and they don't want to get into that. And in a way, I don't blame them.
Right.
We do have a lot of older clients that I work with on a daily basis. They still they like their flip phones.
Yeah, yeah. But there's few and far between. But I don't know what they're going to do with the Magic Bands. Oh, gosh, we're up to 9 o'clock. But I love Magic Bands. I hope they stay. But we'll see what happens. I hate to see them phase them out. I wonder. But see, to me, it makes no sense. Why are they phasing out the complimentary bands? Why
To
can't they
make money.
keep them?
Because they've lost a ton of money.
I guess.
And
it
they
must
figure
be.
people will, I think the cheapest band is $10 now. I could be wrong. I was glancing at it the other day because anytime you make a reservation, you can buy a new band. So even if it's our one night, I could have ordered us new bands.
That's true.
But I think they were anywhere from $10 to $25. They're still going to give you a discounted price based on.
But they're going to make some kind of money
in the park. Oh heck yeah! Like I said, it probably costs them $1 or $2 to make those bands, and they're selling them for a minimum of $10 a piece.
Yeah,
that's a huge profit. So that's I think what they're doing.
Yeah,
ultimately is finding little tiny ways
to make some money back.
A little money here, a little money there.
Yeah, they want you to pay for the magic bands at this point, right? That's true. Yeah, that's too bad. That's too bad. But they're losing money too, and they're going to find ways to throw it back to us to make the money back.
Right.
That's why you see prices go up on different things, this, that, and the other, and it's too bad. But that's okay.
Only $50 each for your magic bands.
Right. But we're excited. We have some dates now, which is really, really awesome. Next Friday, we're going to be out there. We're going to live stream from the boardwalk. I can't wait to do that. We'll be there opening day, July 11th. I might stream that day. I'm definitely going to vlog it. That's going to be fantastic. It's just going to be an exciting time. It's good to see Disney back open. I can't wait to get back on property. Next Friday, can't get here soon enough. Don't you agree?
Oh, yeah. I just want a long weekend with something relaxing to do. Of course, you'll probably ruin that for me. No, just kidding. It was a joke.
I probably will. We'll have things to do. 61 likes tonight for a great stream with great hosts. Where else can you have this much fun? Great streaming, thanks.
I felt so stressful.
It was like a negative Nelly tonight. I'm sorry, everybody.
I feel like I'm
It's true. It's
Somebody
true.
say something.
From what I've heard, the bands can get you into the parks, your room, your fast passes for years and years. It's the long range photo that won't work after. Yeah, it's true. Live stream. Yeah, I know. I'm going to try. My live streams aren't very good. I'm getting better. The last one was good. Just got to figure it out. I wouldn't mind buying a magic band, but they need to make sure it isn't as flimsy as the ones now. I like magic bands. I really do. I love how they look. We will wear them for days after we come back, or like the day before we go, we'll start wearing them. We love them. I love them. I think they're great.
I think it's just because they were synonymous with Disney, and it just makes you feel like you have that connection. When we would started driving to Florida,
we would wear it.
We'd wear them on the car trip because we're like, we're going to Disney.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But guys, thank you for being here. Be sure to head on over to the Viapree Project. They are going live. They're probably live now. We try to go 90 minutes, but we don't want to. We try to get off a little bit early so that you guys can get over to them. We hate to carry into other streams. Live streaming is hard, to be honest with you, Charlie and Stacy. I think Josh and Jenna have mastered it, and I think it's taken them some years. They weren't professionals at it from the very beginning, but they did it for the longest time. They kept at it. They got better at it, and they're great at it now. And I just think it's just going to take some time.
Makes perfect.
Yep.
So
at least
plenty
your
of
live
opportunities to practice now. So.
But guys, Dean at The Live Place, be sure to check them out, theliveplace.com. Our two partner channels, Disney Dan and Steve's World. Check those guys out. We will be back tomorrow, I think, with the daily Disney discussion, but we might not. We may have to push it one day. We do have a possible get together tomorrow night. If we do, we will be pushing it to Thursday. But other than that, be sure to check out Viapree Project. Head on over there. Let them know Mouse Talk sent you. Also, be sure to check out Charlie and Stacy tomorrow, not quite ready for prime time, at 7 for Sophie's birthday party. They're going to be celebrating her birthday. D&G Explorers follows them. And then, of course, this and that. The dog wants to go out. And then, of course, Thursday is Ron and Meredith to the Philly crew. Other than that, guys, thank you all for being here. Thank you for your patience tonight. I hope you guys had fun. Horizons 18, welcome in. Good to see you. Love you too, Walt. See you. But there's the dog. You can't see him. He's down there. There he is. There's the dog. Guys, everybody have a great night. Please take care of yourselves and each other. We love all of you. Thank you all for everything tonight. Downscale, thank you for that super chat earlier, buddy. We love you. Rarely Creative Travel, good to see you as well.
Hello there.
Everybody, it's been great tonight. Thank you for all the likes. You got us to 50. That was fantastic. I appreciate it. All of our members, thank you for all you do. And everybody, take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll talk to you all really, really soon. Say goodbye, Cam.
Bye, Cam.
Bye, everybody. Have a good night. Bye-bye.